We thought Antarctica was a sleeping giant, silent, cold, and unchanging for centuries. But the giant has woken up, and it is very angry. You hear about the 1.5-degree warming limit in the news. Forget that. Some parts of Antarctica are warming exactly 4 times faster than the global average. The main reason is the albedo effect. White ice is a giant mirror reflecting sunlight back to space. But when ice melts and the ocean is revealed, the mirror breaks. Dark ocean water absorbs solar heat. Warmer water melts more ice. Melting ice reveals more water. This is an unstoppable, vicious cycle. The epicenter of this disaster, Thwaites Glacier, also known as the Doomsday Glacier, an ice mass the size of Great Britain about to slide off the rock it clings to. It's not the air temperature killing Thwaites. Warm water currents coming from the ocean depths are carving the glacier from below, an invisible enemy. The place where the glacier grips the seabed is called the grounding line. Since warm water melts this area, the glacier's brakes have failed. It is retreating backwards. In March 2022, something mind-boggling happened in East Antarctica. Temperatures rose 40 degrees above normal, 70 degrees Fahrenheit variance in some measures. This was the largest deviation ever measured on Earth. Places that should have been -50 warmed up to -10 degrees. Scientists approached weather where they could walk outside in shorts. This was a heat wave for the pole. The cause of this heat was atmospheric rivers. Corridors of warm, moist air from the tropics pierced Antarctica's cold shield and entered inside. The scariest result? Rain. It should snow in Antarctica. When it rains, that water freezes, adding weight on the ice and cracking it. For years, we knew the ozone hole kept Antarctica cool. The hole strengthened winds, keeping warm air out. But now the ozone hole is healing. That's a good thing, right? Yes, for the climate, no for the glaciers. The protective wind wall is weakening, and warm air is leaking in. The proof of warming is on the ground. There are only 2 types of flowering plants on the Antarctic Peninsula, and these plants have exploded in the last 10 years, turning everywhere green. 90 million years ago, there were rainforests in Antarctica. Dinosaurs lived there. The planet seems to want to turn the continent back into that state. Those innocent-looking blue ponds on the glacier are actually drills. Water is heavier than ice. It fills the cracks and splits the ice in 2 like a wedge. According to physics, an ice wall can stand at most 100 meters high. Any higher, and it crushes under its own weight. As Thwaites melts, it leaves behind massive, unstable cliffs. Why is Thwaites so important? Because it is a cork. It is the only barrier preventing the massive ice sheet of West Antarctica from sliding into the ocean. If the cork is pulled, the glaciers behind it, Pine Island, Haines, cannot hold on either. They all pour into the ocean like dominoes. This chain reaction is unstoppable. The ground beneath Thwaites slopes downward inland, so once warm water gets in, it flows under the ice, accelerating like it's going downhill. If West Antarctica collapses completely, global sea levels rise by more than 3 meters. This means Miami, Shanghai, and London are wiped off the map. Antarctica is so heavy it pulls the ocean towards itself with its own gravity. If the ice melts, this pull vanishes and the water sloshes north towards us. When the weight of the ice lifts, the crushed land underneath rebounds after thousands of years, isostasy. But this rise will be too slow to save us. Satellite images show another danger. Dark ice. Dust and soot carried by winds are polluting the white ice. Dirty ice absorbs more sun. If ice in a glass melts, it doesn't overflow. But if land ice, Antarctica, melts and joins the sea, water rises. Antarctica is giant ice cubes added to the glass later. Scientists use the term zombie ice. This ice is still attached to the mainland, but its fate is sealed. It is living dead ice destined to melt. The biggest question mark is time. Models said 100 years, but 2023 data suggests this collapse could start within the next 10 years. We are out of time. Billions of tons of fresh water from Antarctica disrupt the ocean's salt balance. This could stop the giant ocean currents, AMOC, that heat and cool the world. Under the ice lives krill, shrimp-like creatures, the foundation of all ocean life. No ice means no krill. No krill means whales, seals, and penguins starve. If we do nothing, maps will be redrawn in 2100. Your grandchildren might see Antarctica not as a white continent, but as a collection of archipelagos. Scientists are so desperate that geoengineering is being discussed. The plan? Build a massive wall on the seabed in front of Thwaites Glacier to block the warm water, or stretching a giant curtain 100 kilometers long. This curtain would divert warm bottom currents upwards to the surface, protecting the underside of the ice. Another idea: pumping ocean water onto the ice with giant pumps. The goal is to thicken and weigh down the ice to stop it from sliding into the sea. These projects cost trillions of dollars, and worse, there is a risk of completely destroying the ocean ecosystem. We are gambling with nature. Antarctica's only problem isn't heat from above. There is fire below too. 138 volcanoes have been discovered under the ice. Some might still be active. Mount Erebus is the southernmost active volcano on Earth. It smokes constantly. This geothermal heat lubricates the base of the glaciers, making them slippery. Volcanic heat melts ice into water. This water forms a waterbed between the ice and the rock. Friction vanishes, and giant glaciers slide rapidly into the ocean. Not just volcanoes under the ice. There are massive reserves of methane gas formed from millions of years of decayed organic matter. If the ice melts and this methane enters the atmosphere, it creates a greenhouse effect 80 times stronger than CO2. Warming spirals out of control. Scientists' biggest fear is the tipping point, the straw that breaks the camel's back. Once we cross that point, there is no return. Glaciers continue to melt no matter what we do. This is called hysteresis. Even if we lower the temperature back to normal, glaciers won't come back immediately. It takes thousands of years to rebuild them. We can't get back what we lost. Scientists working in Antarctica are now experiencing grief. They are watching a continent vanish before their eyes. The urgent warning in their reports has changed to panic. Human footprint is everywhere. Even in Antarctica's most pristine snow, microplastics were found. It's raining plastic, not snow. These plastics absorb more sunlight. Emperor penguins need solid sea ice to raise their chicks. Because the ice breaks early, thousands of chicks drown before learning to swim. Their species is in danger. When Antarctica melts, water doesn't distribute evenly. Due to gravity shift, waters rise more in the northern hemisphere, USA, Europe. The South's revenge. When Antarctica melts, we lose not just water, but history. Ice cores hold 800,000 years of atmospheric data. When the ice melts, that library burns. A piece of ice breaking off in the South Pole floods a subway in New York, a field in Bangladesh, a house in the Netherlands. The world is a single pool. Antarctica is not silent. The sound of melting ice, popping bubbles, cracking fissures, and blocks falling into the sea. The continent is screaming. If you live on the coast, what would you do if you knew your house would be underwater in 30 years? Would you sell and move now or take the risk? Do you think this process is reversible, or should we just learn to adapt? Write in the comments. Subscribe to the channel to follow the changing face of our planet and learn the truth. Knowledge is our strongest shelter. Turn on notifications, because in the next video we will talk about another surprise nature has in store for us. We are losing the battle for Antarctica. The white continent isn't raising a white flag of surrender. It is melting away, and when it goes, we will have to change too.